Hey. Greetings, pals and gals of the YouTube world. It's your boy, the Wolfgamer25, and yes, of course, as you can see, I'm in one of my many special attires for this evening, of course, mainly because for two good reasons, and I'm about to tell you why. Not only is this a very big milestone in my so far so good YouTube career, this is episode 30 of Figure Friday, folks. That's right, you heard me right. I would very much like to start off by saying this has been a journey so far. I'm going to continue going on. I also want to say thank you to everyone who has watched, who has supported me, who has pushed and told me to keep going, because that is still what I'm going to do. And of course, as you can tell, it's definitely paid off. But I would also like to say this is sort of kind of going to be a two-part series, mainly because I'm going to go ahead and do tonight's figure review. We're going to be introducing a couple of new Funkos, of course, that I procured, and shortly afterwards, whenever I can get this one uploaded, I'm going to be recording a second video which has to do with a contest, of course, that I'm holding, which of course is the first ever contest that I'm having for this channel. If you guys did watch my last video, I did give you guys a heads up, letting you know that this was going to happen. And of course the idea was pitched to me, so I figured, hey, why not, right? I mean, this way I'll be able to reward you guys, or, you know, of course, a lucky watcher, of course, because I don't want to get into too much details, because that is also going to be saved for the next episode, which is going to be the contest time. So for right now, please, I invite you to sit back, relax, you know, take a breath of relief, kick your feet up, please just, because as you know, it's just me and you, and of course these Funkos, of course. Now then, I also I hope you guys like the costume, because as you can see, I'll show it off as much as I can, but I don't want to give too much away, because I'm actually going to also be using this for a future photo shoot that is coming up. Now this is only just a little bit of the costume. I'm still going to pull together a few little tiny extra pieces, and I will be uploading those, my apologies, to the Instagram as soon as I can get them taken. And of course, I hope you guys enjoy that. I'm still working on trying to get my link into the either the channel or one of my videos, but hey, please just bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Now, moving on from all that. It's going to be two Funkos from the Marvel Universe today. One of them is a villain. The other, I'm gonna say, is one of those multiverse Spider-Man, if you will. But we're gonna get into detail as much as we can about them both. We're gonna talk about them as much as we can. So, but before we do that, please do your boy a favor. If you haven't had anything to drink, anything to eat, please do your boy a favor. We can take a few minutes if you want. Go ahead, go get yourself something to drink, something to eat. I can wait, honestly. Like I said, it's just me and you. So please, go ahead. I invite you. Just take a few minutes. I can wait. Oh, and by the way, I do hope that you watching, I hope that you are well. I hope that you are kicking ass out there and keeping your head up, because hey, we all need to, right? So. And I actually had to have the contest rules a little bit typed up, because hey, I would have forgotten them in a New York second, you know, because I'm not very you know, bright when it comes to that sort of thing. But hey, I get nervous at times. But hey, we all do, right? Anyways, I hope that if you're back now, I hope you are, and I hope that you did get yourself something to drink or something to eat. Don't worry about me. I've already eaten. I've already had something to drink. I'm ready. I'm raring to go. So why don't we just get into it right now, folks? Okay. Now the first one, I figure we can go ahead and get into it with this new spider dude. he is coming from a different Earth, a different perspective, if you will, because in a way, the first time I saw this particular suit was in the animated series of Spider-Man, which of course I did grow up watching, you know, bowl of cereal right there in my lap, and next thing I know I had that Spider-Man theme coming on, and that's how I knew it was going to be a good day. Because as you can tell, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. Of course, you know, this is probably a dead giveaway, but we're getting too much. We're spiraling. So, it's still the same gentleman under the mask. It's Peter Parker, of course. This one, however, is sporting some new technology, if you will, but also sort of kind of a new look, but still the same suit underneath, just a little bit more upgraded, if you will, or with assistance, because is hailing from Earth. Crud. It's on one of the big numbers. It's in one of the multiverse Earths, if you will. But we'll go ahead and show you guys. This is the Octo Spidey. That's right, folks. Now, as I said, this one. This is the one who was getting a little bit of an assistance from his 4 mechanical friends, which, of course, I apologize about the noise. I'm sorry about that. Which, of course, he procured from Dr. Otto Octavius, which, of course, as you probably guessed, one of Spider-Man's greatest enemies throughout history, which, of course, very well known. Why don't we just get him out of there so we can have a look-see? Thank you very much, damn. Oh, I thought the visor glasses could come up. That would have been awesome. There we go. Give you guys a good look. A nice 360. As you can see, sporting the little belt around his waist, around his backside, his 4 little friends here, 4 little helping hands. And as of course you can tell, he is a bobblehead. He's always got the right answer. You know, heck, you can ask him anything you want. He's still smart. Oh man, my eyes itch me. I'm sorry. This is just awesome. I love the fact that, as I said, they included the classic suit, classic symbol on his chest. They gave him his little yellow glasses, of course, make him seem like he wasn't really smart. But I'm pretty sure he was pretty smart already. But hey, you know. But a little history about this guy. Nothing really much changed, as I said, other than the little helpers that he's got here. He still procured all of his spider-like powers, you know, agility, superhuman strength, and if I remember right, of course, the spider sense, the danger warning sign, of course. But hey, that's standard, which of course, that's standard by any Spider-Man that you can think of throughout the multiverse. You know, even Venom, even though he was a symbiote, he was able to bond to Peter Parker, which of course back in the day, you know, it kind of amplified his spider powers. But I'm spiraling off into another character, which of course we're here about Octo Spidey right now. And I'll give you guys one last look. Come on, work for me. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, no, don't fall over, don't fall over. No. You're smarter than that. No, you fall. Crud. Okay. So, moving on. The next particular individual I'm going to be introducing, as I said, he is one of Spider-Man's. He is a very well-known villain. I don't think he's one of the, how can I put this, like greatest villains, but in a way he did make his way up there. He became well-known throughout the Spider-Verse, throughout the world, of course, of villains in the Marvel Universe world, in the Marvel Cinematic world. Sorry, and this one in particular, I love the fact that he used to be a regular guy, and I know he had a girl. Of course, they were going to get married, but hey, plans fell through. When unfortunately there was an accident where he was exposed to something. I can't really remember what it was exposed to. However, it did happen. He did become a villain, unfortunately. But what I like about him is that he relies more on his animalistic instincts, if you will, to get the job done, especially when it comes down to hunting. Namely, of course, hunting, of course, being after Spider-Man. But hey, what are you going to do? But anyways, I'm spiraling. You know, everybody knew him as back in the day as Sergei Kravenov, but everybody also knows him by a different name, Kraven the Hunter. That's right, folks. Kraven the Hunter is here. Expert marksman when it comes down to throwing weapons such as spears, bow and arrows. What's it called? He's Russian. Yes, he is Russian. Whoa, something came out of there. A little puff of... Why don't we just get Mr. Sergey out of there? There we go. He's got his little spear. Nice little spear, just in case. There you go. And of course, you can tell he's sporting that little pelt of his along with it. And a little mustache he's got going on. I love it. Oh yeah, I meant to show you. He's got a cape also. Of course, I don't really think that he would pertain to that as a cape. I believe that's what he would call his lion mane, if you will. Because, as I said, he is a hunter. And he mainly relied on his animalistic instincts. Mainly because I say that because, yes, he came from being a big game hunter. But also he was a one who became a mercenary. Which, of course... excuse me, my apologies. Which, of course, that actually helped him to make his way into the city. Of course, being Spider-Man's city. And, of course, Kraven saw him as big game, if you will. Because before they met, they were complete strangers. However, he felt that Spider-Man had somehow got the best of him. And in a way, it hurt his pride or his honor. So, he basically set out to regain his honor, regain a piece of him that he felt was lost. But in doing so, he had also been known as one of the major threats in the world of Spider-Man because of his know-how, again, his jungle-like instincts, his agility. He was given super strength, let's see here, super strength, agility. I like to think that he was given the same senses, kind of as Wolverine, except, you know, the healing instantly and, of course, the adamantium claws. But he did possess the nose for the job because whenever he became one more fine-tuned with his jungle-like abilities, his senses had kicked up a whole lot more too. But hey, he's more one of the well-known villains, of course, in the Spider-Verse world. And ever since the day when I saw him coming also in the Spider-Man cartoon, I love the fact that in the beginning they were enemies. However, what Kraven didn't know was that the woman he was looking to marry had actually stayed in the same city and became one of Spider-Man's biggest and most helpful allies. But, you know, hey, besides all that. So, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off short here, guys. I do apologize if the stream seemed pretty short today. But, you know, I was just happy that you came to watch. I do appreciate it. And I do hope that you enjoyed the stream. Please feel free to hit the follow button whenever it appears right there. And it will. And, well, I just have to go ahead and throw this back on real quick. Because, as you know, like Spider-Man, and of course, like Mr. Miles Morales here, our jobs are never done. So, unfortunately, I have to go on patrol tonight. So, I bid you all adieu. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, and stay yourselves, huh? Peace.